We have now to introduce another absolutely fundamental concept. If you don't know this already, you really have to understand this well, for it explains why scales sound different and why chords sound different. And especially, it's the beginning of your enlightenment, to be able to use interchangeably the pentatonic scale, which you already know, and the major and minor scales, which you're learning, I hope, and play beautiful phrases over complex chord progressions. This concept is intervals, that is the distance in tones or semitones between notes. Let's begin by looking at the positions of the various notes on a major scale. We call these grades of a scale. To refresh our memory with the C major scale. Okay, now let's do the same thing counting. First degree, we call it root, as we said a few times. That's what gives the name to the entire scale. First, or root. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, or octave. And you remember this from the fretboard geometry we discussed a while ago. Now let's look at how many frets there are in between these grades. On the guitar, one fret equals a semitone. So between root and second, we have one fret in between. That means that's a full tone, okay? Between C and D, we have two semitones. That is a full tone. Then between D, second degree, and E, third degree, you say the E here, yes, but let's play it here, okay? Same note. And let's count again. C to D, one tone, D to E, one tone, because there's two semitones, and I play the E here, okay? So, one tone, third degree, another tone, fourth degree, there's just a semitone, there's no fret in between, so it's just a semitone. Then the fifth degree, which is a G, is again a full tone because I have a fret in between. Sixth degree is yet another, that's an A note. Okay, it's another full tone. Seventh degree, another full tone above the sixth. And then the octave, oh, look at this, it's just half a tone, a semitone between the seventh and the octave. So one full tone for the second, full tone for the third, semitone for the fourth, full tone for the fifth, full tone for the sixth, full tone for the seventh, and semitone up to the eighth. Alright, so this is a major scale, okay? But why am I so sure this is a major scale? Because of the third degree, primarily. The seventh also, but let's focus on the third. The third degree, primarily, is what makes the difference between a major and a minor scale. And then we will see between a major and a minor chord. Listen as I play grades 1, 3 and 5. Happy, that's major. Sad, that's minor. When you lower the third degree by half a tone, that's a minor interval, a minor progression, and the making of a minor scale. Right? So major third, minor third. Now let's look at the seventh, and then we will play some music. The seventh in the major scale, we say it as a semitone below the octave. If you lower that, that's a minor seventh. This is a major seventh, this is a minor seventh, right? Look at the distance between the octave, the major seventh, and the minor seventh, okay? So octave, major, semitone, minor, full tone. Now think of the pentatonic, you know, and we always call it a minor pentatonic. Why? Because it has a minor third and a minor seventh. Okay? Listen acoustically to the difference with a major scale. You see? Happy, sad, major, minor. It's the intervals. That is the distance, the number of tones between grades of the scale that make the difference between a major and a minor scale. Finally, as promised, let's make some music using these concepts and introducing a most fundamental technique in jazz soloing, that's arpeggios. I've prepared a backing track, which is backing track number 3, which alternates 2 bars of C major with 2 bars of C minor. Over the major harmony, you can play root, major third, fifth, and major seventh. That is an arpeggio. You are outlining a major chord, as we will explain in the next lesson. Root, take it at the middle C level. Major third, fifth, and seventh. You agree with me? This is a seventh. Yes, it's half a tone. I know that this is my C. How do I know this is a C? Because I know the position of the C on the bottom string, and this is just an octave. So this is C, half a tone below the C, that's a major seventh. Root, third, fifth, major seven. Okay? So on the major part of the backing tracks, the first 2 measure, use these 4 notes. And you have the tablature as a reference. On the minor part, on the second 2 bars of the loop of the backing track, play a C as your root, an E flat as a minor seventh, a G as a fifth, and a minor seventh. And you alternate for the major part, for the minor part. You hear how different these 2 arpeggios sound. One is major, one is minor. Let's play some music now. Practice these very simple phrases, arpeggios in fact. Internalize the difference in sound between these different intervals, and then explore. Keep using these 4 notes and apply the same exploratory concepts we've introduced before, and make music, make jazz using simply the 4 note arpeggios, major and minor.